Hey guys and girls, my name is Snowy. Welcome to part 18 of Polaris. Sorry for my voice, it's a little bit crackling somehow, but I will do my best to make myself understandable. So in the previous episode we built this area for the oil. I call it Black Gold Corner for the oil, so it would yield a little bit more profit because we are still big in the minus. Built also this little factory over here that required not only the crude oil but also the, what was it again? It was the minerals, and the minerals they came then indirectly through the ground area. This is the let me check it out. It was the the stone areas, and those will be sent. Those stones will be sent to some of these companies, like I think this one. It's creating minerals, minerals here. Even it creates plastic, and also this one is creating minerals, and those are being then sent to this factory that creates then chemicals. So it's like a whole system of stuff that that goes from left to right, and you really have to if you really want to know everything to keep track of this, it's like it's a big chain. If you go into production, these are the raw materials, and with these raw materials you have over here, you create the material goods, which are then all the way over here. As you can see, we do make them because we do have, of course, in the industry. In the city, we have like nearly 100,000 people, so it's not like that we are like having any deficit at all actually on material goods. So that is actually a good thing. The only thing we have a deficit on is like on wood, so we are importing that, and this is the metal ore. That is also going to change because I already have prepared a few areas for that. This area here will become for metal ore, and this area here will be used for the forestry. But that is not something we are going to do now, because look at the demands. We have a huge demand for more population, so we're going to dive into here, and we're just going to build more residentials. Now the question is, what kind of residentials? What kind of residentials we will be doing? First of all, what is this building? Is this one building? Oh yeah, it's a transformer station, and I fenced it around, and there's a... Okay, fair enough. So how noisy is this area? Checking these things out. This is pollution. This thing is fairly noisy. And ground, no. And air pollution also no. So it's only giving off quite some noise for a transformator. That makes me think, maybe I should put that thing on another spot. Let's say this thing is already noisy here. Look at it. If I grab... Yeah, but then I lose the area over here. Yeah, but still I will grab it. I take it, and I rather put it in next here to this area, because here this is a more noisy area anyway, so it's better to just put it there. And then we grab the electricity cable, we go underground, poink, like that, and then we connect it from here. Now let me find where is that cable. The cablechen, where is the cablechen? There. So I do just this, and then this, so it goes a little bit in a corner, but it doesn't even provide anything. Let me make a connection from here then. It's green, that's fine. And then connect it straight up to here. That's also green. And it provides. Okay, so this area is covered. It's working. Anyway, let's delete then this stuff. Okay, so we are going to put more houses here. Okay, so this is still pretty close to the shore. So what I want to do here is, let me see, this is a main road. So what I want to do is create some low density. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select just these, and what I will do is just make different sizes of plots. Here we go. They can fill it up like that, don't know what this is, by the way, but is that still a piece of fence? What is this? Oh, it's still a piece of fence. Ah, okay. Let me select this and then remove it. Also here. Yeah, so okay, they will build now. Nice. Let's continue with this stuff and then make another building there, another building there, there, and there. Yeah, and also here. Different sizes, different shapes, and you get of all kinds. And yeah, that works out nice. Great, now we dive here again. And what about the UK, not the semi-detached, but the terraced houses? Because there was one of the things that I saw here. Yeah, so the complaints was about small homes. That means that the houses in general are too small. Okay, now how to solve that is like you need to select then a detached house, which this UK version is, and give it all the space it needs. So in this case that would be then let's say a 6x6. Okay, so that is not what I wanted, but let's say a 4x6. That's also not what I wanted. So what about a 3x5? A 3x5 is giving. Okay, how about a 3x6? Oh, look at that. That's nice. So we put this away. You and you. Oh, come on. Yep, you go away. So we know now that this is the size that works. Yeah. Okay, let it just be like that. Okay, so we are going now to the other side of the highway to make a little bit of larger building. So we are grabbing this road, picker, and we bring that up into the air, donk, 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 like that, and then to 8.75 meters, like that. Go over this highway. We are still using no anarchy, so that is perfectly fine. And like that, and then we are on the other side. That. I think the terrain is a little bit bumpy over here, but that's okay. So let me have a look at this area, by the way. Let me have a look. Because if I want people to enter this area, of course I don't want them to, take, let's say, this off-ramp and then go, here through this road and then through this junction that way. So we have to make a connection somewhere from this highway over here, or from this highway, or maybe even from this road over here. That's also a possibility. That's definitely a possibility. It also makes me think about the width of the road. So maybe if I pick this road, we're going to upgrade this one. Yeah, like that. So now that does not work. So then we turn on the anarchy for that. You go there, you go there, you go there. And let me have a look here because we messed up. So we that and that and that. And is that low enough? High enough? Low enough? So I'm missing a pillar. So let's grab the move it mod and let's find that node. Where is that node? Here's a node, and I don't even see a node here. There is not even a node here. Okay, let's make one. Here we go. Now we have a node. There's a pillar now. Right. So let's drag now this slightly there. And also take this node and select with the toolbox to object height like that one. So it has now the same height, and we can now delete this section. That should do the trick, I suppose. Yeah, I think so. At least we have now a proper road. So let's pick this road. Nice 4-lane road. And let's bring it over to basically there. Yeah, why not? And also make it a little bit like this. Let me have a look at this area. Yeah, so from here, and that runs straight into this road. This is the middle sort of. Well, there's a roundabout, there's a roundabout. Actually, I will bring it like that, and then here, like that, and then underneath, actually this train track, and then from here, bash, and then straight into the road here, like that. So now it's sort of in the middle between this roundabout and that roundabout. And let's have a quick look at this thing over here. It's not my favorite, you know, to have it like this, but yeah, it is what it is. I mean, it's not. The game is not really full of traffic, you know. It's like I have now nearly 100,000 people, but big traffic jams, no, I don't see them. So not those. Those can stay. Yeah, this is all fine. So yeah, we have now some space to work with, so we can use these roads now. So let's see. And we're going to go in all kinds of directions. If I go straight, which is totally fine, like that, and then we go up with 112, and then like that. And, you know, let's just go in all kinds of directions, so it's not all like, you know, super blocky, and also maybe just go diagonal like that. Make it a little bit more exciting. Just a nice area, not, you know, all so call that that everything is only 100% straight. Let me see, how does this work? Is this 90 degrees? Yes, it is. Yes, that works. Nice. So it might create a little bit of, you know, fussing around with the placing of the houses, but yeah, hey ho, hey ho. Yeah, here we go. So, here we go to there, and from there we just bring it out to there. Now look at that, perfect, isn't it? So from here, and then we just go in between here, and from here we say to there, and then just straight into there. Yeah, that works fine. And then on this side we are creating a road that way, and I also want to connect, if possible, this to this highway over here. Yeah, so yeah, I will do that. So we pick a this one, and we make it come from here is the middle point, like so. And the making of this this exchange over here, we will do it in a time lapse. Yeah. So enjoy. Be right back. Well, what do you guys think? That's a nice trumpet exchange. You know, I had to fiddle around a little bit with the notes to get the concrete area, you know, very close to the road itself, so it looks like a proper viaduct. This little bit can just move slightly because I changed this road for a one laner, so it's like lane mathematics for you guys. Lane mathematics. I'll make this a little bit straight like that, so they can now enter this. And I placed a roundabout here, meaning that we have some space around here, guys. We can build. Oh, look at this. Oh my god, these things look so much alike. It's... Well, are they still complaining about small homes? Still -2. These are not small homes. Come on, this is like, look at this. These are complete villas. Okay, well, never mind. We are going to build more houses over here, and those will be then more the medium density houses. Now let's see, what kind of houses are we going to pick? I don't know. It's like I want a mixture of everything and nothing. UK style small apartment buildings. Do we have something that is like roomy? Yeah, Japan. Okay, Japan stuff. Okay. Let's see what happens. Yoop. Just build away. Let the Japanese do their thing. Yeah, here we go. A little bit there, a little bit there, and even a little bit there. Now I noticed also one thing is like regarding the parking, by the way. Parking is that if you select a parking spot, for example these, yeah, and they fill up with cars, they are noisy. But if you use actually a parking road, then they are not noisy. So that's quite interesting. So what I'm going to do is make a parking road all the way from here, which goes all the way back to this area like that, and then we connect it up to there. Yeah, and then at the same time we can also create a sound barrier here on this highway, so nobody's being bothered by the noise from the highway. All the way up to there and there. Yeah, that's far enough. And so I kind of messed around slightly here with the zoning, but that's okay, you know. We can put like I like this building actually. This, let me pick a pick of this building and let's see. So this is like a yeah. So let me see, which building was that? Was it no, the odd. Let me deselect this and then pick a pick of this building again. Okay, now we get all these buildings. Yes, these are kind of nice. They are a little bit small, actually. You see, to place them, but maybe we can place them back to back somehow. Another one there, and another one there. Hey, here we go. Pretty nice. So we're getting somewhere. We're taking the parking road, and of course, from here, going to there. All the parking is available. Now, of course, they're now parking on the streets because I allow them to. So I avoid that by saying like, no parking on the streets. Already you see a lot of traffic coming in, but that is to be expected. Here we go. And let everybody come in. So if I look at this, I'm thinking like, you know what? I'm grabbing the lane connector here. And I say, okay, remove the U-turns and unsafes. And nobody goes to the left, so everybody goes to the right, and I don't want these, yeah, just like that. And then we are going to remove the traffic lights, remove the traffic lights, so you go away, and those darn crossings, stop crossing, also here. So now you see that everybody can just continue, go in there, and yep, it's a mess, I know. It's busy. I know that this road would be better now to be the other way around for the incoming traffic, but you know, it is what it is. You know, the traffic, you cannot really avoid that. I mean, you always have that when you get more peeps. So let me do a quick check on a nice park. Put one over there. Let's see how big are these. Ooh, those fit nicely. Lovely. There. And even here, yeah. Just in front of the highway. That's nice. And maybe a small one in between here. That's a very small one. That's more better. And maybe also something here. What can we put here? Something large. No, not that. What is this anyway? No, that's too large. Actually, this is not bad. But I'm thinking if I put it here, then the entrance of that park will be on that road. So okay, wait, we do it like this. I plank it there, and then I take a small road. So an alley road like this. Let's page it down to 0. Also turn on the snaps and bring it from there to there. Perfect. And we grab this park and we move it straight to the other side. Bash, over there. Ta-da! And to fill that kind up, I mean, we can just select, let me turn that off, and then here we also put some trees here. Same type of tree. So it looks a little bit like, you know, it's all in one, you know. Oh, save game. Thank you. Here we go. And we can also just put a few colors in between, like this. So we have a little bit of, you know, diversification in this park. Just a little bit like that. I know I have Anarchy on, so I can just put this over there, basically. And we have also some space left here, so we can check out if we can put like a small park. No, that's too big. No. No, something smaller, something very small. Oh, you don't want to be like this? Oh wait, yeah, you want. Okay, yeah. That works, yes. So now we're grabbing the paths, this one, and this one, and basically we can say like we turn this off, and it can all go through there and there and there and there. Let's see how far this will go. There, up to there with a crossing, which is fine. And then from here to the parking lot, so they can walk directly. Here we cannot go from left to right, so I will only make a crossing from here to there. And then from here we do the same thing, like that. And then from here we can go a little bit to the right as well, like that. And then go back there. And then from here to there. And we give people options here and there, left and right. Like that. That. Was another quick save. As you know, my games are saved every 2 minutes. So if something happens, then well, I can reload the save game, and depending on what I was doing, yeah. Okay, let me put something for the. What are they looking for? Oh, they were waiting for a. Oh, they're waiting for a hearse. They're waiting for a hearse. These guys are always waiting for a hearse, and where you can place a hearse best is like, you know, noisy places, as far away from civilization. So we grabbed actually this smaller one, this French crematorium. I mean, it's the smallest that we have. Yeah, no, not this one. What is this? What is this actually? This is a UK parish church, and it has 5 hearses. This thing has 5 hearses. Storage capacity 10. Storage capacity or processing capacity 8 per month. 5. Now I'd rather have this one. 1 and 2, and then use the bushes to basically hide them, and that's perfect, you know, that will do the trick. So also we will implement here healthcare. How big is this thing? Jeez Louise, that thing is big. That's a very big thing. No, that's too big. So a French medical center. Oh, that looks better. And let me put that thing over here. That makes people happy. Yeah. And let's definitely not forget the other services, like something fire. China fire station, too big. China fire rescue is also pretty big. I want a somewhat EE small fire station. It's a very small fire station. A narrow fire station, if you ask me. What about there? How does that look? How does that look? You know, actually not too bad, if you ask me. So, in combination with this police station, it's too big. How about this one? No. This one? Let me see. Is that a police station? Yeah. Seems a little bit big, but you know what? It's fine. Let's see. We can even upgrade it. Yeah. You can rather have too much police than too little police. So going back into this area, I don't know. It looks a little bit. They were complaining about too small houses. So let's see. We bring this out to there with these alley roads. You go there, and then from here, let's have a look. We bring this up. That's not perfectly straight. Okay, so it's not perfectly straight, but still we can also bring this out further. And then, yeah, these houses, it's like, oh yeah, okay, so they're UK themed. Let me see, medium density. No, this was low density. So if I now select the medium density, maybe also something UK themed, this one, small apartment buildings. Okay, but I want them small, so only 3. Right, perfect. So last thing I want to do here is the barrier. Here we go. People don't complain about the noise from the highway. You know, maybe on both sides it would help. Here we go. That's better. Better. Up all the way to here. Like that. Now let me do a quick check here. Click on this lane connector tool. That's still okay. See a lot of people walking from one side here to the other. Maybe it's possible to somehow make a path to the other side. So let's have a look here if we can make that. Let's see, do we have any pedestrian bridge? Something like this, maybe that looks nice. Let's see what we can make. 50 meters, whoa. That's a little bit too much, overkill. Let's try this. Turn off the snapping. Yeah. So let's go to the other side. I kind of like that. Bash. Perfect. Okay, now we are selecting this thing, snapping on, same height, and then page it down to 0 up to there. And then on this side it will be a little bit different. Now this is kind of interesting. This is not fully aligning, but It is kind of interesting, but let me first page this up again. And okay, bring this down to 0. Let's say, let me turn off the snapping so I have more control, like so. And we take the bend option, and here we make it go through the parking lot, so there will be like a crossing. But I've been looking also here, you know, it's like, it is tempting to say like, let's see, well, this is the proper height. Turn on snapping. Say like, you know, just cross to the other side, like this, just in between, point like that, and then bring it down from here to 0, and then also crossing there. Ta-da! And you will see how many people suddenly would use this this place. Now let's see. Hey, there they're going. Yeah. Ooh. You walk there. Come on, guys. Nice, nice. These guys are now going in there, and of course they don't have any place to park aside from on the road itself. We can make a parking road. I will make one, and I will sacrifice a house. Sorry for your house, and also behind these businesses, like that, and that will work. And also to there. Here we go. Lovely, and we will delete this one. That will be rebuilt. That's fine. This will fit. This will fit. That's fine. And then this house will go, which will rebuild 3 separate houses, as we can see. Okay, fair enough. Let me grab the path. Let's make here and there some connections. So from there to there, and then from there to there. And why this? I don't know why this. What's wrong with this? Why does that not want to connect? So I have a path. I would just wanted to run it from here to that main road. And then there it says like I don't want to continue. Okay. And then we go that way. We select this, maybe that helps. What the? It does not want. I cannot put a path here. What is going on here? There's something going on here. I don't know what. Is it zoned or something? No. Now that is odd. That is very odd. Okay. Here we go. No parking here. No parking there. Yeah. So let's have a look here, by the way, because this whole junction, I kind of don't like it, because this is not in the middle. So let me delete this, and I pick a this thing, and I want this thing to be in the middle. So put you away, and then turn this off, and then from here. Come on. Yeah, that looks better. And now we can also do a little bit about this junction with all these pesky stuff. So also arrange some lane connectors. Look at all these U-turns and whatnot. So this thing does not have to go to the left. And this is all fine, but it looks of it, yeah, it's all fine. I can say like priority. So priority for these guys, these guys, these guys, and these guys, and yield from those coming from there, there, and there. Nice, 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 nice. So they're parking now in the back here, and technically they also should have like a parking road available here. I don't know actually on the alley road if people can park there. I don't know. But what I can do is, if I turn this off, I can just make a nice long parking road all the way from here to there, like that. And maybe, I don't know, can I connect it from here to there, or is that too shallow, too short? Or no, maybe I have to just use the road itself, the alley road, to go in there. Maybe also here from multiple sides, you know, enter and exit. Here we go. Yeah, well, that would do the trick. And then, you know, we can place a few bushes behind here, so these people are not looking at the highway, like so. Yeah, makes kind of sense, huh? Yeah, I like the houses, you know. Yeah, the houses are kind of nice. Now, of course, you have like everything is pretty bland, you know. You don't have anything. How shall I say it? It's not decorated at all. So that still is something that has to come. See, too big, way too big, still too big. Do we have anything smaller? No, that's too small. Why is it like either too small or too big? It's always one or both. This one over there, and maybe this one. You know what? I place this one over there. Yeah. And why not? Why not? What kind of building is this? Do we have a crematorium here? Ah, I placed them there, and here is just sitting one next to the police station at a very just directly on the road. What that cannot be the case. Come. So look at this area. It has become pretty nice actually. I like these Japanese areas. Yeah, at least these buildings, you know. I really like them. It really takes a lot of time to really fill this up. It's time consuming. Pick a this one. Yeah, now I want to continue. It's like put one there, put one there, even put one there. Why not? Because it fits there. In the next episode, off screen, off camera, I will do maybe a little bit addition on this, you know, to fill this remaining area up. In the next episode, we are going to focus then on the ore here and also on the wood here, because I really want to have raw ore coming in and raw wood, alright, you know, just the trunks, so we don't have to import those. And yeah, the city is growing. Oh, we passed actually 100,000 people in the city. That's nice. And here is everything still going fine. Yep, there's no traffic. It's all going pretty well actually. Yeah, I'm not complaining. So I hope you guys like it also, and yeah, if you like it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and I will see you guys in episode 19. Okay guys and girls, thank you for watching, and until next time, see you, bye bye.